My name is Richard Pestle, and today I would like to talk about the Internet of Cars, where technologies as connected car, autonomous driving, and smart city infrastructure will change your life forever. Could you imagine a future where car accidents are almost a thing of the past? According to Intel Corporation, intelligent cars have the potential to reduce 79% of the crashes by exchanging information about location, speed, and direction. As a result, cars could then take proactive measures to keep traffic moving efficiently and safely. A future where you don't need to worry when you hand the car keys to your teenage kid, since cars will have collision avoidance as a standard equipment. But what about our aging population in America? Think about the dreadful moment we need to tell our elderly parents they are too old to drive. For many older people, this means increased isolation and loss of liberty. It's a profound change in their lives, and usually not for the better. You simply have to choose the lesser evil, since probably at this stage they become a danger for themselves and others on the road. Well, think again. In the short future, this dreadful moment will never materialize, since the car will be driving by itself, giving elderly people and other impaired people also the joy of being independent and move freely around. Now, intelligent cars will address these issues, but also some of our biggest challenges in society. Let me give you an example. Heart attack is the number one killer of both men and women in the US. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffer a heart attack, and 460,000 of these are fatal. Surprisingly, those who reach the emergency room in a timely fashion have an excellent prognosis. Survival from a heart attack with modern treatment should exceed 90%. Now, time is even more important in case of a cardiac arrest. The American Heart Association states that the window of opportunity to treat a patient successfully and save his life is within 4 to 6 minutes after a cardiac arrest occurrence. Now, let's explore this case together and ask ourselves, what can this future car technology do to beat the survival window and reach the nearest medical facility in the shortest time? There are 5 crucial saving tasks that the car of the future should be able to do. The first one is health monitoring. In the very near future, your vehicle will be able to communicate with a heart rate monitor or other medical device and assess your medical condition in case of an emergency. The second thing is autonomous driving. Even if you're paralyzed or unconscious, your vehicle will automatically locate and drive you to the nearest heart treatment center using autonomous driving. It has to have connection to the cloud. So your car will send up heads-up information to the heart treatment center stating the nature of the urgency, your medical history, and the health insurance information. So the medical emergency team at the hospital is fully prepared when you arrive there. You will be immediately sent to the ER and begin treatment. No paperwork to be filled or the need to answer the typical questions about insurance, allergy, medication, and so on. The other thing that these cars have to have is vehicle-to-traffic light communication. So as to shorten the travel time from your location to the medical center, your car will turn every traffic light on the way to the hospital to green, saving precious extra minutes. Finally, you have to have vehicle-to-vehicle communication. So using this vehicle-to-vehicle communication capability, your car will communicate the emergency to the surrounding vehicles so they get out of your way, saving further precious time. Now, your car will also keep your loved ones and family doctor in the loop. It will tell them what happens, what was the emergency, and where you're located. Now think about the possibilities. How many lives could be saved every year? How many people could fully recuperate and be productive against the society, thanks to the speed and efficiency that the Internet of Cars will bring to so many areas. Now, there are a few people who have a healthy level of skepticism. I like that. Too many stories of flying cars and similar have been circulating for years without ever materializing. So, for those among us who go by the motto, I believe it when I see it, I will end this chapter with a real life story that appeared recently on the news. On August 8, 2016, the following headline appeared on the news. Tesla Model X drives semi-conscious owner to the hospital on autopilot. On July 26, this is the story behind it, Joshua Neely was driving his Tesla Model X home from work in Missouri. He began to suffer sudden chest pains of an intensity he described like a steel pole through my chest. Somehow, he was able to program his car to take him on autopilot to the nearest emergency room some 20 miles away. Mr. Neely doesn't remember all the details since he was semi-conscious. However, the autopilot took him to the hospital and he was promptly treated. So, I'm talking about August or July this year, not in 5 or 10 years. Now, there are many more exciting aspects of the Internet of Cars. In part 2, I will explore the impact of this technology on our economy and the market forces pushing Silicon Valley giants like Google, Apple, Cisco, Intel, and many others into the automotive industry. If you have specific questions, here's my contact information. Thank you for watching. See you in part 2 of the Internet of Cars.